Welcome to the Davin and Nicolina Show. What are we doing today, Mom?
Today, by request, we are interviewing Davin.
Yay!
Tell me, what's the funniest YouTube or online video you've seen recently?
Well, some of the Vlog Brothers videos, which these videos are inspired, are really funny.
Okay, if you and I could spend $100 today, not on buying anything, but just spending it on food and experience, what would you choose to spend it on?
We would take a day trip to Seattle and eat at restaurants and like go on this big meal and walk around and stuff.
Cool. If you could fast forward your life to after college right now and choose any job for yourself, what would you choose?
Oh gosh, this one. Well, I have two careers that I'm interested in. I either want to be a teacher in a foreign country or I want to do something with the UN, but I want to help out in developing countries.
What do you think you would need to do this week or this year, actually both, to get that job in the future?
Study languages a lot. That would probably be helpful to me. Maybe getting some volunteer experience. I'm not sure other than that, like specifically right now, what I could do for that job.
If you could change one rule or guideline in this house, what would you change and why?
We don't have that many rules, and they all seem to make sense. I didn't know if I'd change any, because, well, we either don't have a rule about something or it makes sense. So, yeah.
Fair enough. That's high praise. What's the best news you could hear right now?
You've been accepted to Yes Abroad Ghana.
What's the worst news you could hear right now?
Everyone died.
Everyone? Tell me the 5 best things about you. What you think are the 5 best things, not what other people might think.
Well, I really like to help other people, and that's something I want to do with my life. I think that's one of the good things about me is I have a lot of empathy for other people. I want people to have good lives. And I like doing aerial, and I think I'm okay at it, so that's probably a good thing about me. And yeah, that's 2, and I think that's good.
If you could tell me to never serve 2 vegetables again, which 2 vegetables would they be?
Brussels sprouts and Brussels sprouts and asparagus.
Okay, which of the following do you think I would rather that you be? Okay? An NBA ball player, or WNBA in your case, the mayor, a famous explorer, or a movie star?
I think you'd like it if I was a movie star. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I think you want me to be happy.
And you think that I think that that would make you happiest to be a movie star? Is that why then?
No, I'm not really sure why you would probably want me to do a movie star. Maybe you want me to be an explorer if you wanted me to do what would make me happy.
Which of your friends do you think I like the most?
Lena.
If you could arrange it, what time would I come home from work? Then what would we do together?
You would come home from work when I got home from whatever I was doing. So it's exactly, you could get home when you usually do, but usually I think you should get home around 5. And then we would play games and maybe cook dinner together. And then we eat dinner all together. And then we have dessert.
Can you think of any clothes that I should never put on again?
that yellow dress from the fashion show. Which I think got edited out of the video.
It did, it was atrocious.
Your viewers are lucky. But also you shouldn't put on that brown dress. Not the one you liked, but the one that didn't fit and wouldn't come off.
Thank you for sharing. If a genie would give you only one wish and you only had these 3 choices, what would it be? Being world-class attractive, being a genius, or being famous for doing something great?
Well, I would like to be smart, but I kind of think being famous for doing something great would be good. Less for being famous than for doing something great, because I really want to do something great. Like, so what's coming to mind right now is there's some people with like various organizations that are in Africa who came up with really good ideas. And I would like to come up with a really good idea. And if I was going to be famous for it, then that would be okay.
Which of the following 3 choices do you think would be best and why? Dinner with everyone at the table and the TV on with your favorite program. Dinner in which everybody took what they wanted from the fridge and no one had the same thing. Or dinner with the whole family together and no TV on.
Dinner with the whole family together and no TV on. But I like watching TV, so that kind of doesn't make sense, but that's what I think.
If you were feeling sad, what meal that I could make or order would be the one that would cheer you up?
Miso soup with the tofu and the veggies and the noodles.
What do you think of my driving?
I think you're a pretty good driver most of the time.
And truthfully, for our viewing audience,
I think you're a pretty good driver most of the time, but then sometimes you go through the lights and they're yellow. That's not good.
and sometimes,
No, that's it.
and sometimes you get freaked out because
Oh yeah, sometimes we're driving along in the car, and then Mom's like, "Don't turn me on the side." And I'm like, "Ah!" And then sometimes she's like, "No hands."
okay, but now you're making it sound like I hit you, and I do not hit you.
No, she's just like, "No." And she just stops like there. It's not safe. So all of a sudden she's like, "Pinky."
What is the most enjoyable thing our family has done together in the last 3 years?
The last 3 years. There's a lot of choices. I'm not sure what to pick.
What's some things that are coming to your mind?
Going to Colorado for Christmas was good. The bike trip was good, but I think it wasn't within 3 years.
Yeah, I think it was like 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. And like, I remember days being really good. Like, just like a dinner we had or something.
But what was your favorite toy when you were little?
Bunny.
If you were not leaving on Friday, what 2 things should we do as a family this weekend?
If we're not leaving on Friday, we should get bagels and hike to the top of Mount Tabor on Saturday. Maybe to watch the sunrise, but that would be a little early, so we could just do it. Anyway. And then we should also play family rotational fun. We haven't done that in a long time. Sadly, I am going away on Friday, so.
A long time is in, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
What sport that you haven't tried do you think you would be good at?
But I haven't tried?
Yeah.
Well, that rules out like everything that I'm good at.
Well, what about synchronized swimming?
Okay, I'll go with synchronized swimming, or maybe cheerleading, or Elena's gymnastics. That doesn't count as Portland gymnastics.
If you could look like anyone, who would it be and why?
Me, because I'm myself,
Okay.
and I like to be myself.
How much TV a day do you think a person should watch?
It depends on the person and the day and what else there is to do. Probably not more than an hour.
Do you think you live in a dangerous neighborhood?
No, I think I live in a safe neighborhood. If I moved to Ghana, though, I might. Not really. I have a lot of safe safety precautions, don't worry. I'd be fine.
What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
A little freaked out, depending on why I was invisible. I mean, if I just woke up and I was invisible and I didn't know exactly how long it was going to be, I would freak out because I'm scared.
Okay, what if you knew that you were invisible for a day and it would go away? What would you do?
I would walk around and not have people look at me. Which is weird. But I don't have any specific things that I'm like dying to do with them. Invisible. That would be nice.
What is your very earliest memory as a little kid?
I have a lot of earliest memories, and I don't know what's earliest. I remember making up extensive games with various toys, and I remember, like, setting up these big doll houses, like, with my room. I remember making stop-action movies. I'm trying to think earlier than that, but I'm having trouble thinking of something.
Oh, this is a shocker. What would you do if you found out one of your teachers was homosexual?
That's already happened.
Kind of multiple times over.
Yeah.
With no particular.
Just kind of like one of those things you find out. You're like, yeah, alright then.
Well, now you know a little bit more about Davin, or perhaps a lot more about her, and maybe some about me, depending on which version you chose to watch.
I hope you didn't get too bored by my trailing off sentences.
We'll see you tomorrow.